What is up, my YouTube family? Yes, this is not Groundhog Day. We're starting all over again. We know that we have an issue with the engine. We have a plan B, which is great. We're gonna pull this engine out and put the new engine in. But I've walked past this van 4 days, I'm not gonna lie. It's disheartening because I've been wanting to get this done so bad that this is like a stumble to the bumble right now. So basically, everything that you see here and here has got to come out. I have to rewire it. I have to put a new engine in it. I have to set the all new everything to start all over. So I got to get it done. I want to drive this thing so bad, and it was so close. But it makes no sense to me to go through and try to find out what's wrong with this, because by the time I figure out what's wrong with the engine, there's 2 weeks of there, and if I need to do some sort of, machine work or anything, I don't know. I don't care. I got plan B. So yeah, I guess it's time to get to work. Out, in, yeah, let's do this. It all tastes like chicken. Look at this. This is my whiteboard, the to-do list to finish up to get this van done. Look how empty it is here. There's a lot more that's got to happen, so let's just fix that. Just like that. This is stuff I got to do. I got to get all this taken care of so I can get the engine out, and then after I get the engine out, then I'll go ahead and dress up the LSX 376 and put it back in. It's gonna be a lot, but I want to drive this. Most of the stuff is off on the top of the engine. I need to get it up in the air, so I'm going to finish taking apart the exhaust on this side, get it up in the air, and then I can drain all the fluids. Then I get all the accessory drive off the front, get the bell housing and everything loose as far as transmission, move the transmission back, and get this thing out. So yeah. Come on, baby. There we go. Guess what we just got back from? Street Machine Nationals in DuQuoin. This guy right here, you've heard us talk about him forever. This is Mike Larabell from Larabell Race Cars. Been a friend of mine for eons. Like, we worked super shops together. We've worked body shops together, super shops together. We've worked everything together. Like, actually, when I started my business, he started his business. Literally, like, at about the same time. So we've been doing this for a long time, but he's one of my oldest friends in the automotive realm. And he's one of my best friends. I'm lucky to have people like Newbern and him, because we all work great together. I'm not going to complain, but what did you think? Seriously, what did you think about going to DuQuoin this year?
It conjured up a lot of memories of days gone by. I mean, we busted our butts to get down there.
Dude.
And no matter what it took, we were going down there. And it was all about the camaraderie. It wasn't really about showing a car per se.
Well, that car's not worth the show.
Right.
But that car has come a long way. You guys have seen it on the show and seen how far it's come. And Mike is the one that actually did the rear end in the back of this car because it was bad. And then when he saw it, he came and picked it up. He liked it as much as I did. He knew that this was a 1992 build. That's the way it went for us. This is what we were building. Okay. Dude, how many years have we been going to DuQuoin? Like, think about that. Like, you've been since the beginning.
Oh, yes.
Since the beginning, we've been doing it.
86 or so? 86.
Yeah. Yeah. I was 15 years old when I went the first year.
Were you?
Yeah. A buddy of mine had a 69 Chevelle. I was 15 years old, and he was like, dude, come here. Wash the car, I got to go work. Man, I drove that thing, I was scared. Because it was a 69 Chevelle 396 car. It was one of the baddest cars. Brian Davis, you had one of the baddest cars back in the day. And then, we came here and we cleaned it all up, and then we went back, and I remember walking in the fairgrounds, and for a lot of you guys that don't realize, you have your car shows, but DuQuoin was the epitome of every car show because everybody built Pro Street cars, which are the big tire cars, which are coming back, thank God. And they wanted to show them, and they were competing against each other. So that was like the top of the tops. And then you had people like Mike and I that we could not afford that.
Right, those are the guys we looked up to. We weren't where we are now yet.
No, not even close. We didn't think about cutting a car, but you had a Cutlass back in the day that was tubbed though.
Right.
You had that was tubbed.
That was the first car I took to the street machines.
Right, you had that tubbed. You had your Camaro that was tubbed.
69 Camaro.
Your 71, it was mini tubbed. Your Monte Carlo was mini tubbed, wasn't it? It was a 10-inch or...
No, it wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
It just looked tubbed.
Right.
What?
It had a 29.5x9 slick.
Really?
Under stock wheel well.
Boy, we liked some nitrous back then, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. liked a lot of things, but we couldn't hardly afford them.
Okay, when we pulled in the fairgrounds, what did you think?
It reminded me of when we were scouting out a place to park. Like as soon as you pulled in, you had a routine.
Right.
I mean, everything from getting up and wiping your car down in the morning to what gate you were going to pull in, and if you were going to park under the trees or by the lake.
It was cool. It was, to me, when we pulled in, I looked over at you. I was just like looking, and you were just smiling, dude. You know, it was them memories. You know, the weather was horrible. The weather was cold. It felt like we was at a football game. But we found out something on the car. We needed a skid plate. Oil pan did a little scuffy. So Mike has been here today working on getting a skid plate taken care of for me. I've been working on the van so we can get the engine out of it. So we got all that stuff done. So now he's gonna, hopefully you got time that you can stop working on that and help me pull this thing out?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Well, we're gonna get this pulled out. All right, slide that thing in here. Gotta go up with that, bruh.
You on?
Yeah. Are you on?
I am on.
You on?
I'm on.
Can we move the cherry picker a little bit that way? Yeah. You might have to come forward, but just move it that way just a little. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and go up. Go up.
We're doing it. It's all clearing up there?
Yeah, everything's good there. I should be able to go to you.
It's just clearing the transmission.
Go and pull. Hold on. You getting it?
I got it.
Okay, it's gonna hook right there on that hook. Can you kick it up? That's fine.
We're gonna need to swing it around.
Yeah, we're gonna need to swing it around and get it out. So it's out. I'm not happy, but I am happy. Sort of. I am happy. Mike's here. We're working on the van again. He's helped me before on it. I've had this van forever, you guys. Now it's just be nice to get that junk out, put the new one in. So
It's good to finally see it on the home stretch, though.
what stretch is that?
The van's home stretch. What, you ain't almost done?
No, I got to start all over.
But everything else that's done.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
The glass is half full.
But it's got a hole in the bottom of the Dixie cup. Okay, whatever. Engine's out. All the stuff is there sitting there on the table. All that has to get on plan B, which is this LSX 376 B15 that we got from Scott and Dickey. It's always awesome to have your buddy come and hang out. You know, it's Larabell and I go so far back. Like, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and he's been by my side the whole time. Very talented dude. Chassis work is phenomenal. Larabell race cars ain't no joke. But it was great to hang out. It was great to go do, you know, Street Machine Nationals with him. I mean, even though it was horrible weather, I had a blast. But now I need to get all the goodness that you see there back onto this LSX and get it in, because I want this thing running and driving. You know, before I go any further, I'm gonna tell you this. Doing events, I like meeting you guys. And I'm honest. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm just a guy that's in his garage doing this stuff. And you guys watching and coming up and talking to me means a lot. Like, I didn't expect to be thrown into what I am now. I'm just a car builder, and that's all I will ever be. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for talking to me. Thank you for coming up, and thank you for watching me. So then saying that, that's why I want to get this thing done. Seems like a lot of you guys want to see this van out just as much as I want to see this van out. So we're going to try for July. I am going to say now, the Murata, we're going to take on Power Tour. So in June, we have Hot Rod Power Tour. Very first day is at Indy. If you want to see this thing all in its glory, come to all these events. But the very first day, we're doing a Pro Street deal. So they're having Pro Street Alley, and Rob and all of us, we're all going to be there, and we're going to drive the whole Power Tour. So I hope to see you guys out for that. Okay. That being said, let's get back to this. One of the things that I'm going to change on this is the intake. This is the old Aces intake. It is actually drive-by cable throttle body, which that means is you got your throttle cable that comes out of your pedal itself. It's got this cable that comes up and it'll lock into this throttle body. With this throttle body, then when you engage it, that's how you give it gas. These are very, very tunable, okay? But way the van's set up, it doesn't make no sense, because literally it came all the way from the front, had to wrap all the way around like this. It was like 14 foot long. We didn't need that. I'm converting this setup with the new Aces intake to a 92 millimeter throttle body drive-by-wire. This is all electronic. It's going to plug in there. There's not as much as adjustability as drive-by cable, but I shouldn't have none of it. Like, I just want to drive this thing. This new intake that Aces sent, compared to this one, it's got an O-ring groove in it, lower deck, and these right here are actually places you could put nitrous, or you can put meth injection. This intake's really, 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 really nice. I like that intake, don't get me wrong, but I really, really like this intake. So I have to take the balancer off of the other engine, water pump off the other engine, and get to doing all of this stuff, put it all up in here. I've already changed the wiring. Now, if you look back, you remember when we talked about the PDM, I had a few wires that I had to cut. Same thing with that wiring harness. It's the same computer, just a different wiring harness. I've already cut those and made those work. So yeah, I'm gonna get to putting all this together. And the next time you see this, this thing will be in the van running and driving. But since I'm gonna go do this, I wanna tell you guys thank you. Again, seriously, thank you for supporting this channel. It really, really means a lot. It really means a lot. So if you could, if you're not subscribed here, go ahead and click a little subscribe and do a little clicky clacks, as you know I like to say. And thanks for watching.